Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Social Guru GSK. I'm Swamin Kumar Jha, your social science teacher. In this channel, we are going to relate the topics of class 8, 9, 10th CBSE and ICSE board, especially for the upcoming board students. So, any queries and every doubts of your board examination as well as related to the social science topic will be cleared in this video channel. Today in this my first video, I'm going to relate the topics of the making of global world, class 10th history's first chapter. So before starting the chapter deeply, I'm going to relate the topic globalization. What is globalization? The first thing, what we have to learn. This is the integration of economics, policies of nation, culture, market and companies. Means when two or more than two nations come together to share their market, two or more countries, their leaders share their policies, means they just became liberal for all and they just allow everyone, they just invite to others that yes, you came in my country and not only establish the business but also raise profit for both the parties. This is called globalization. The second question is how globalization works, means why this globalization be possible in any country. So it is dependent on two things. The first thing is liberalization, means in the government's policy, the liberal policy of government on excise duty for transporting goods in as well as in import and export. The second thing is privatization. Yes, means in the enrollment of private companies in market so that they also enjoy market for their profit and the government also can benefited from it. So as for example, right now in India we have a lot of foreign companies here who are not only sharing our market but also raise profit, but they only not taking whole profit. The Indian government also benefited from it and as well as the Indian citizens who are employed on that very companies, they also get a better job opportunity. So globalization is overall a such process which not only enhance the quality of lifestyle but also gives us more practice about to deliver something to everyone. Now, moving toward the next topic, the Silk Route. The first question in this topic, we have to relate three things. About Silk Route, item transported through it, who use this route, it means the travelers. Starting from the first topic, about Silk Route. The Silk Route is an ancient network of trade which connects China to East Southwest Asia with Mediterranean world including North Africa and Europe. मीन्स ये एक वो रास्ता था जो कि चाइना को ना सिर्फ सेंट्रल एशिया बल्कि अफ्रीकन एंड यूरोपियन कंट्रीज दोनों से मिलाता था. ये उस समय के लिए ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स का सबसे सटीक रास्ता माना जाता था बिकॉज ऑन दैट टाइम वी डोंट हैव एयर ट्रांसपोर्ट. सो सी ट्रांसपोर्ट इज द ओनली वे, ओनली मीडियम टू कनेक्ट टू और मोर देन टू कंट्रीज. The second thing in this topic, item transported through it. This is the very important topic. Yes, we are using any route, then the normal question rose in suddenly our mind that why we use this route, what kind of things transported through it. The major question and the important one. So the answer is, through the Silk Route, we normally transport silk because the name is Silk Route, but except silk, Chinese potteries with spices and textiles from India and Southeast Asia. In return, precious metals like gold and silver also transported from Europe to Asia. But not only the items, also the cultures also transported from these two continents. Means like when Christian era came, the Christianity came from this route. Again, when the Islamic era, in the Islamic era, when Mughals are in India and all over in these parts, the Islamic preachers, means the Islamic idea also came through this route. When in the time of Buddhism, the Buddhism ideas and the Jainism ideas also spreaded through this route. So these are the things which are transported. But one more necessary thing which is transported through this route, it is the disease. Yes, the disease. Through this route, a famous disease called plague transported in whole over the world, especially in Africa, by the European powers in term of biological war, which we read in our next topics or videos. Okay, clear. The third question is, who use this route? It means the travelers who use this route. So the travelers are Chinese, Arabs, Indians, Turks, Persians, Somalis, Greeks, Syrians, Romans, Georgians, Bactrians, Sogdians, and the entire European nation. They are the who use this route for their import and export and for their trading purpose. And later, the Europeans use this route for all their colonial setup and all their practices. Clear? Now, moving towards the third topic. How the food became global means food travels. So this is all about due to journeys. When the invaders, when the travelers, they have started discovering new places, we get not only the new land but also all the resources of that very places. So this is all about the food travels. Now take some review from this chapter. The discovery of new land introduced new crops. Noodles from China came to the west known as spaghetti. Arab traders took pasta to Sicily, a part of Italy. It means Mediterranean island. By Christopher Columbus in 1492, when he accidentally discovered America, we got from there potatoes, soya, groundnut, maize, tomato, chilies, sweet potatoes, and not only these things but also many minerals and other aspects also. So due to these inventions, due to these discoveries, we got a lot from these areas. But as we all know, everything has a good aspect and as well as a bad aspect. So these are the good aspects. Now we have to relate the bad aspects, which means what kind of effects these kind of foods just fall on our life. It means especially on the European side. So the next topic is effects. The dependent on these products raised so much, especially potatoes, that the European and other it became staple food for the poor peoples. The potatoes became the staple food. It means they normally used potatoes regularly on all the times. It means at least two times in a day because potatoes are good source of carbohydrate and it is also very cheap. So that's why they use these products. Basically the factory laborers or the poor peasants who are working over there. So when in the mid 1840s potato crops failed, it causes thousands of people death due to starvation. Yes, thousands of people in Italy and also in the part of Ireland died due to hunger and starvation. Clear? This topic is completed. Now, the fourth topic is voyage, conquest, disease and trade. Means yatraएं. Once they started traveling and for discovering new areas, they just little bit discovered the areas of America, India, also the South and the Central Asian countries, as well as the African countries, with which influence the idea of trade, culture, custom, and knowledge. Means they not only discovered but also they just relate their knowledge, their custom, their beliefs, their ideas, their religious activities to each other. Now, we have a very important one topic is El Dorado. What is El Dorado? Might be we just found that for 1 marks question, as a 1 marks question we found this topic. The South America's fabled city of gold. Means on that time, the traders basically, they just have a humor on the European market that in the part of South America, there is a fabled city full of gold. So normally they just started a journey to find out that very area. So this is also a reason for the discovery of new lands over these areas. Now we just move towards the conquest. As we all know, all these things are very profitable on that very time. So that's why they always, for getting the new regions, they fight to each other. Basically the Europeans, they always fight to each other to become more powerful and to get more and more areas. So these two topics are clear in this part. Now we are going to relate the topics of disease and trade. Clear? Now, the last two topics of this video. Disease. Biological war. Yes, this war became very popular on that very time because the germs of smallpox and plague became a friendlier part of the Europeans. They normally use these two viral diseases for spreading over in the areas of America and Africa for getting new lands and for setting their colonies. Now the next, how the trade spread in these regions. So due to these all activities, China and India became a very much part of the trade community and also became the richest. And also the Europeans gradually starting setting their trade centers in the throughout this region. So all about this topic for today's video. On our upcoming videos, we just relate the topics of the 19th century, Indian trade and the economy between world wars. So just watch my upcoming videos for all these more details of our chapter. If you liked it, then like, give thumbs up and also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. And do not forget to write on the comment section for your precious suggestion and any doubt or query. Thank you.